Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Smith going to look to throw right away. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Geno on first down.
Returning right back to Lockett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
The first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. From the 45 on second down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 43. After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Watson off play action.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now it's Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, pass. Cut my team. Cut my team.
Play action. It's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
19 target.
Geno now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Smith on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Down right around the 25.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now is Geno. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Geno. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. From the red zone now, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Step.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Mustang 19!
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
Look at 19! 19, Charger, 19!
Dallas up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Throwing is Smith. It's caught. Lockett. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is caught. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready?
They motion the running back out left. They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
He's got him in, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
A final shot before the break. Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now Geno on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better shot. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's got room past the 30. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
To throw on second is Watson.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
18 runners. Buffalo 18. 19 right.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated, both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This will be taken at the 10. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
First down and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to do.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Smith throwing again. He hits his target, Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
In motion comes the tight end left. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer. He's got them out. 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence.
And it'll be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
From the end zone, Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
24 down coming. 24 down coming. 24. That's it.
From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And taken right on the 30. Powers through it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Mustang 19.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready. Captain Ranger. Captain Ranger.
Smith on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Captain Lion. Cardinal. Ready.
On 1st down, Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they'll have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now, Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Now it's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 34 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee, so late gamesmanship here as they throw for the late touchdown.
Well, this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, Parker, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost a little bit of shame not to finish with such a well-run play.